Pokerface. What's up, man? Good seeing you, man. Yeah. Pimp some. Yeah, you know. Say, man. Hey, look, I want to introduce the one and only Pokerface, my first artist to Tenacious Records, aka Versace Chris, overseas in Italy and other places in the world. Yeah, so yeah, you know, we here on Pimp Son, which is a positive individual motivating people. Truth be told, when the streets speak, you hear me? So, you know, we finna get this gospel, man. You know, we gonna tell the truth and nothing but the truth. You understand me? We gonna tell the truth and nothing but the truth. You understand me? Yeah, it's good to see you, boy. You look like $1,000,000, man. You know, learn from the best. Dig that, Pimp Son.
Welcome, 2024. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the first episodes of Pimp Son, which is a positive individual motivating people. You know, this is my good friend, my protege, my first artist, Pokerface, aka Versace Chris. And you know, we here to let the streets speak and let the truth be told. Yeah, this is not script, it's not propped. You know, my guy just got in from Vegas, you know what I'm saying? And he said, man, let's sit down and give him the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Yeah, Pimp Son. Versace Chris, man. Pokerface, what's happening, baby?
Man, doing it well.
Right.
Hanging in there.
Man. Hey, listen, man, I think you like on your 11th album.
No, on the 12th album.
12th album.
Yeah, 11 is already in the can.
Okay, on the 12th album, man. So, you know, after Tenacious, man, you took the show on the road, man. Like, you really went overseas, man.
Well, I took the name literally. I got Tenacious with it. You know, so
Dig that.
so I knew that there's certain things in life that you got to get started. If it's not started right now, you got to pull that string. Like a lawnmower sitting there, you want to get that lawnmower money, you got to pull that string. So I had to pull it. You know what I'm saying? So I was sitting there pulling that string, and it was humming along, and then all of a sudden it caught, and I was on my way.
Amen. Well, you know, in pulling that string, speaking of pulling that string, I first pulled the string, man. So it starts like this. I was impressed with him. You know what I'm saying? Light-skinned kid has some major skills. He was on his way to boxing in the Olympics and broke his thumb.
No, broke the hand.
And
I let y'all see. Y'all can see it pretty. You see what it is. It look way different from that one, right?
Right. And so I met him, and he was rapping with a group, and I selected him out of the group. And I was singing one of his hooks, and a guy heard it and asked me what was it, and I explained to him, and we left from the spot I was at and went straight to his house. And from there, we went to Woodland Hills that day. And I tell you, I started Tenacious Records, and he was one of my first artists, him and Bo Ski. And the producer was Mark Weiss, which was Jesse Powell, Sharnice Wilson, and Janet Jackson, producer at the time. And my financial backer had structured a deal to where Tommy Boy was going to sign me.
Yeah.
And so we had half the album done. And
Well, you want to get into the story of why they wanted to?
yes, let's get to a story why they wanted to sign me.
Okay. So Mark J. Weiss was only an R&B producer at that point in time. He was producing Juliet, which was another artist that the crew was looking at, a female singer. And so they got with her first, being that she was already pushing the R&B. But I was still heavily just 90% rap. My hooks were the 10%, and they had me work with him, which I was the first rap artist that he had ever done anything with. So he was basically experimenting with me. And he also did, as he said, the Bout It album for Jesse Powell. And then that album, he did the title track. They needed a remix. And I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a Vibe. Remember that Vibe thing in the back of the Vibe? Like, if you ever look at a Vibe magazine back in the day, it always had like these little things. What if this or what if that or something like, you know, the little things at the back of the book. And it said, what if Jesse Powell is the new Tevin Campbell? Now, at this time, Tevin Campbell had just got popped by the
In the park.
You know, solicited male prostitute.
Right.
So they had to try to do image and damage control for Jesse Powell because it was starting to come out that he was a little bit on the alternative side.
Right. If you will.
Alternative side. So they wanted to try to get his image and give it like a boost of testosterone. So they wanted a male rapper artist to be like, you know, doing his thing to give him more street cred and make him, you know, look like, you know, a stronger image. So Mark J. Fice, not knowing any other rappers because he only dealt with R&B people, he said, Poker, can you do me a favor? Can you do like a little 16-bar verse for this? And I was like, cool. You know, back in the days, you give me anything. You give me a polka beat, I'll be on it. Right. And he threw it at me. I did my thing. We took it to Tommy Boy. They loved it. They didn't know at the time that I also sung because it was like, I wasn't going to out-sing that dude. I wasn't out
And
singing.
you know what's crazy?
I wasn't out
He
singing
remember
Jessica.
all this. This is my label.
Yeah.
He remember all this. I didn't remember none of this. You know, I was just basically on the management and finance side. So I do remember something like that.
Yep.
But that's how that started.
That's how it started. So
Wow.
so they were impressed with the 16-bar verse. Didn't know I sung yet, but do you sing on a song with Jesse Powell? No, you do not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You let him do his thing.
Right.
You do your thing.
Right.
So at that point in time, that's when they told Mark J. Fice, we love the kid. I wish I could have got a copy of that. He would not give me a copy of that for nothing because it would have been on the streets.
Right.
You know, it would have been out there.
Right.
But he said, hey, they want to see you. They want to know you. That's when they got with the management team, and we were on our way.
And Jesse, and so Tommy Boy in New York, we paid $12.5 for half the album. Tommy Boy was supposed to sign me.
Yep.
We had a delivery date to meet.
Yep.
And in between meeting that date, what happened?
Okay, we were about 2 weeks out. We were very excited as a team. Even though we had a few artists that were with the team, this was the first jump to the next level.
Speaking about my other artist, Bo Ski.
Bo Ski, fire. Bo Ski from the
Props,
IU as
Bo.
well. Big Bo Ski. He had his weed man type of thing going on that everybody, you know, everybody Chronic with all this stuff.
They love that
They
song.
loved it. You know, with the Chronic and stuff out, all the weed songs going out, he was that guy.
Yeah.
And that song, The Bud Man he had was just going all through Summer and
That
It
was
was
fire.
crazy. So then we had Juliet as well. So with that trifecta, we thought we covered all bases, you know? And then the Pokerface thing was just the thing that jumped first. And we were 2 weeks out, and I got a phone call in the morning, and I was told that somebody was kicking down the door of my son's mother's house while he was there. And I went over there and to see what was going on, and subsequently got into a shootout on that very day. The police want to know, I guess, what everything's going on, so they snatched me up. I was identified as a person of interest, and I was hung up for 7.5 months fighting a case when it all, in actuality, was a self-defense shooting, but it took them a while to investigate it and see what was going on with it.
So, and you know, I'm devastated because we have a deadline to meet, and I knew that I'm dealing with some Spaniards. I'm out of Spain, and they're my financial backer. And come to find out, we need to get Pokerface released to meet this due date to get him signed. I mean, this is big. Well, he has $1 million bill.
No, it was zero bail at first.
Yeah, zero.
Like,
bill.
you didn't shut up everything and everyone.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and not give you anything. And
Right.
then as the facts of the investigation start coming out, there's like, okay, this might be self-defense. Let's give him a million. Then it went from, okay, there's other guns involved. Let's set it to 500,000. Okay, there's 43 bullet holes going into the house he's in. Let's go ahead and, okay, dang, they're telling on each other now. Let's take it to 250,000.
Who was telling on each other?
They were the other side.
The two people that was involved.
Yeah, because it was two different gangs on each side. It was the
But they were
Latino
trying
gang.
to kick door the residence where your child was.
Yes, and
with you inside, and you had to defend that.
Absolutely. So
and your gun was registered to you.
Absolutely. Yeah. So they had the Latino gang side were there. They linked up with the black gang side, who they usually fight against themselves, but they found a common enemy.
Which was you?
No, wasn't me. I walked into a situation. It was the baby's father of the baby's mother. She had now had another child with another guy, and he's the one that rallied up those guys against him.
And you was just there defending your son.
I was there for my son. They just happened to decide to kick in before I could leave.
Right. And so, unfortunately, he gets locked up. They bail him out.
For $250,000.
My people bail him out for $250,000. And Tommy Boy gets wind of it, and it was too much publicity for him. And so he wound up not signing. Well, unbeknownst to who I'm dealing with, we was at Laurie's restaurant in Beverly Hills when we get your signing. Laurie's restaurant in Beverly Hills. So we did a signing bonus, and my financial backer had him, my other artist, Boski, and his dad flew in. When his dad flew in, they had security guards all around this restaurant in Beverly Hills. And Wolfie gave me an envelope for the signing bonus. And when they bailed, so it was after.
This happened before.
So this also
I still had that money on me when I got arrested.
So this happened before the shooting. And so what wound up happening is Tony wound up calling me. He says, "Hey Ray, get over to the house. I got to show you something before you hear it on the news." I get to his house, and out of the trunk he pulls out a big poster. And on the poster is his dad. I won't mention the name. Yeah, I won't mention the name, but high-ranking lieutenant in the drug cartel. Everything went downhill from there. Tommy didn't want to sign, everything's went. But I tell you, the roller coaster of the town. And then you had to do a lot of different things because I am the CEO of Tenacious Records, but I got a hell of a rumor and a lot of gossip about me in the town.
But the crazy thing was this, right? Being that I was always an army of one. Am I from the IE? Yes. Have I thrown this up all over the world? Absolutely. Am I a gangbanger? I never was. Right?
Nor have I. But we represent that IE to the
I
full.
represent that town, though.
San Bernardino, the biggest county in the United States, is what we represent.
Always.
San Bernardino.
The black rag of unity in the San Bernardino. Right?
IE, independent empire.
Let them know.
Second to none.
So-
No aid or support needed.
So I didn't know what was going on in the streets like that. And it didn't pertain to what we were doing. So I didn't know that what his reputation, what people were saying or anything like that, it didn't bother me. I had one person that kind of broke it down to me and was like, this, but it was all speculatory things. Nobody came to me with a fact about
me.
So
what was said though? I mean, what was they saying?
It's like, there was some type of raid or something like that, and it was like, well, everything was good until Billy Ray came to our spot, and then now the police was there. They saying they can't find nothing. He's telling them they should look. Stuff like that. But nothing like Billy Ray did this. Billy Ray sat on the stand and did this. Billy Ray, I got paperwork right. Nobody had that. It was all like he say, she say, speculation. And since I wasn't in the street like that, believe me, when those people told me they was gonna throw me away, for that self-defense situation I had before they figured it out and dismissed it ultimately, they were trying to give me 76 years of life. They're trying to strike me out. It was a baseball game. And I had a football in my hand. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So they were trying to do the strikeout game, and after that, the anything, anything that could have been a problem, I was very aware of. But prior to that, nothing like that. He was always straight with me, and I judge everybody on an individual basis. The experience I have with a person is my experience. I've never had a problem, ever. You know what I'm saying? So, but I've never been in a situation to have a problem. So, it's just that was the fact of the matter. And anybody who said something never said anything concrete to me, never showed me paperwork on nobody, never had, he did this, he did that. It was like, oh, my homeboy said when they were cuffed up by the police, he said, oh, you might want to search harder. I don't know. That's like a third person story. I don't know.
And I don't know who he said what. Because every time I try to dig and see who said what, nobody, it always come up to somebody said, somebody said.
That's what I'm saying. It was never, this person was in the courtroom looking at me, and that was Billy. I never heard that.
But see, and so the thing of it is,
I wouldn't be here if I did it. I'm just telling y'all some real shit. If I heard, if it was some real shit that somebody said paperwork this, I wouldn't be here.
Well, the thing of it is, and I'm not making small talk of it, and I'm not patting myself on the back. I'm a legend in the town. You know what I mean? And I was raised by legends. I am a dignitary, legendary in my town. Not because of Big Bad been around, but because of I've been standing 10 toes down, man. Flat foot in my town, enduring it all. The good, the bad, the indifferent. You know what I'm saying? And I'm proud to say that God take care of babies and fools. You know what I'm saying? Because without mercy and grace, I wouldn't be here, man. I mean, cats really, really try to murder me with their mouth. And so, in saying that, we come from a vicious town, bro. I mean, vicious. They kill. Ask anybody from LA. They know. Ask anybody from anywhere in Southern California. They know. And so, it's just a blessing to be here, man.
The ones that don't know find out
fast. Yeah. And so, it's a blessing to be here to represent Pimp, which is mean a positive individual, motivate people. We're not sitting here glorifying the dark gloom of the episodes in life that we experience. We're simply here because we're living testimony. I watched this guy. You have a song on one of your albums called Survivor's Remorse.
Survivor's Guilt.
Yeah. Survivor's Guilt. And that is so heavy, man.
Because I survived the town.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people that did not.
Right.
And will not.
Right. And I tell you, my podcast, I hope that somebody somewhere will get fully inspired and influenced to do better, to be better. Because I tell you, out of darkness came light. And, I'm here, man. I've buried my son, and from gangbanging, got killed in the neighborhood that I was raised in. These are the harsh realities, man. I've been shot, man, twice with a .45 Magnum, man. By a cat that months prior to that hugged me and called me big homie. The town is so wicked, man. The cross, the double cross, the triple cross. I got things I can speak on, but I gotta go to the grave with it. Hear me now. So I'm saying to my older cats in San Bernardino, my younger cats in San Bernardino, and those around the world, man, stay fully persuaded, man, that God makes no mistake, man. You know what I mean? That if you seek Him first, man, He'll add all these beautiful things onto you, man. I wouldn't be here right now, man. I mean, looking good that I look, man. I mean, look, man. Look, man. And the real talk, man, this is God, man. And because we dared to change our ways, though. So He was never dope dealer, a gangbanger, a part of the streets. But He changed some ways. No matter what it is, I changed some ways. So you know, if he could do it for us, he can do it for you. And going on your 12th, 13th album.
12th album.
12th album.
Now it's not 12 Pokerface albums. Like everybody here, like I got a lot of Pokerface.
Versace Chris.
I have 6. Excuse me. I have 6 Pokerface albums. I have 5 Versace Chris albums. I'm working on the 6th one. Versace Chris is more doing the R&B, the music that I loved doing when I was a kid. See, what people didn't know was I started writing music when I was 8 years old. At 8 years old, I was writing music for an era that had not came.
You was the Drake before the Drake.
I was Drake before Drake was Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You was singing and rapping way before.
Absolutely. When everybody was like, dude, are you gonna sing or are you gonna rap?
You caught all the no's. You caught all the no's before they said yeah.
Yes. In fact, we only got one yes, and that was the Tommy Boy. Yes.
So, right. So after that, you went overseas to Italy.
Yes.
You went overseas to Italy and played arena ball and blew up. Matter of fact, they treat you like a major celebrity in Italy.
Yeah.
They pick you up at the airport and do all.
Yeah. In Italy, I can't go to the grocery store. In certain towns, I cannot go to the grocery store.
Wow. Dig that.
Yeah. I gotta send somebody.
Dig that.
And then when people talk crazy in the States, I'll be like, you don't know.
Right.
Okay, I get it.
It's a blessing, man. I tell
It
you.
is.
I am, I'm born and raised in San Medina. I live in Arizona now. I am blessed, man, to be back in my hometown, back where I'm famous at. I seen a lot of my homeboys yesterday viewing Albert Kane's funeral, and it was a treat to see old friends and old associates. Only a couple friends, but a lot of associates. And we're still here, man. But a lot of us are not. And I had some conversations with some cats that I normally wouldn't have conversations with, but they changed their ways. And they're now pimping themselves. What do you mean, Ray? Well, now they're positive individuals and they're actually motivating people.
Maturity is something that is only given with time. Just think of all the dumb things that you do as a youngster. And some people, there's some mistakes you can only make once. There's people that are just as enlightened as we are in prison right now, just as positive as we are now, in prison will never see the light of day because of a mistake from 25, wherever they, how long they work.
But let me change. Let me put a saddle on a different horse right now, if you will. In the celebrity arena, who would you like to box right now? Who would you get a fade to for the money?
Okay. As far as like celebrity boxing, because me and Billy Ray was talking about that, we got a kick out of it. I just wanted. I'm gonna take my little glasses off, right? I will take any fade. Any fade. I'll give 20 years. I'll give 30 pounds. I'll take any fade. If you have never ever fought for a world championship, we can fade. If you are a celebrity, we can fade. Any of that, we can fade. I'll take any fade. I'm saying it right now. Anything. When I say any, so I say if someone wants to sign their name,
put a name out there, like call somebody out.
Okay, like Blueface. Anybody like that? I'll fade. Soulja Boy fade. NLE Chopper fade. Let's see. Any of the guys from Love and Hip Hop fade. Anybody. And when I say any of them, I mean any and all.
Fist to cuff, in the glove. How many rounds?
Any and all. Whatever it is.
Are you gonna knock him out? You for sure gonna win?
Absolutely, I'm gonna win. Absolutely, I'm gonna win. And if I don't knock him out, it'll be from some kind of grace.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I like to do that. That would be cool.
And where can they reach you, man? Besides Pimp?
You can hit me up on I am Versace Chris on Instagram, Pokerface IE on Instagram. Man, hit that DM. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter who. If you are a celebrity and you are on television doing your thing, you are doing music, doing your thing, Lil Wayne, whoever.
Hold on. You know,
Whoever.
I fool with Mike Epps, you know what I'm saying? That's my guy. He's just my chicken shit cousin.
I like Mike Epps.
Well, he's my chicken shit cousin.
That's my guy.
That's my
but if
chicken
he
shit
put on the
cousin.
gloves in the ring with me, I'll put Mike Epps down. I like Mike Epps. And Cat Williams say he got glove game. If he do, I like Cat Williams too.
So you tell me you put hands on Mike and Cat?
Whoever's standing in front of me in that ring will get hands.
I think you might have a fade coming.
I'm just saying.
And hold on, how tall are you and how much you weigh?
I am 5'11". I weigh 155 pounds as we speak right
And
now.
you will put tips and hands on him.
I will give up 30 pounds. I will give up 20 years.
So what do you have to gain? I mean, because like, what do you got to put up to say that? Because you know they want that bad.
They probably do. We'll set up a pay-per-view. They can get the lion's share. I'll get mine on the second time.
Pimp up.
I'll get mine on the second little run around. Because the way I'm going to do somebody dusty, they're going to want to see it again.
Hey, and that's Pimp son. Listen, man, this is my guy, man. I'm talking about from day one, man. I mean, me and this guy been rocking, man. I mean, for years. And you know, I would tell another story about when I sent you to Hollywood. But I ain't gonna do that.
We'll save that one. We got some more stories now.
Right.
Okay? We got some more stories. Okay? We got some stories of why you're bullshitting. We got some stories now. Okay?
Yeah.
Plenty. We got plenty of them.
Hey, so listen, man. I thank y'all for tuning in. 2024, yeah, be expecting some more. Pimp son.
About shout.